Give me that lighter, please.
I'm Jake, and this is Zach.
We are Dirt Road Bet
This is Steve.
on a super awesome box.
Super awesome box.
What's in the box?
Crunch berries, damn. It's not really crunch berries. It's some really cool stuff.
Yep.
There's Seth.
There's Def Set
Hello.
for the Dirt Road Men on the camera. We have a deaf cameraman, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are changing things up a little bit. We are really into whiskey and cigars, but really we're kind of into a dirt road lifestyle. So for this week's talk video, we're talking about beer.
Great beer.
And beer we've never tried. We're going to try 2 new beers on camera for you here today.
3 for me.
Momo got us this one before.
Okay, yeah. At least 2. And our favorite. That's Dragon's
This is our
Milk.
favorite.
It's Dragon's Milk.
Yeah, so a lot of you said, what about beer? And, well, a lot of people I talked to that watch our videos have said, hey, what about beer? And a couple people I've talked to about our channel that maybe haven't watched our videos are still like, yeah, I'm not a whiskey drinker. That's okay. We still think it'd be cool if you spent some time with us, learn about some whiskey. We're never going to get headlong into beer, or probably, I'm not going to say never. We most likely will never get headlong into beer.
Yeah, we were.
We used to drink beer often. We've pretty well gone to whiskey. I just like it better. I don't know why. But that's probably why this is my favorite beer, because it's a bourbon barrel stout, and it's just amazing. We tend to prefer, at least I tend to prefer stouts.
As do I.
So some of these will be interesting. Somebody recommended we try an IPA. I didn't want to buy a beer just to throw it in the trash. So we don't have any IPAs up here. We don't really like them.
I think
I've had IPAs I can stand. But
I would like to try Sam Adams IPA, because I have not been let down by a Samuel Adams product.
yeah, we were looking for Sam Adams Nitro Coffee Stout, and we couldn't find it.
I don't even know if they make it anymore. Maybe it's seasonal.
Maybe. I hope so. They better not have stopped making it. I'll be mad. I will write Sam Adams. And if we get to any influence in the industry, I'm going to get a hold of Sam Adams. But, yeah. Let's try the new beers first while we talk about them.
Alright.
I think beer is proof that God loves us and wants us to be happy. Just kidding. That's a Benjamin Franklin quote. That's a founding father.
Yep.
These 3 beers were gifted to us by Brendan Fraser.
Thank you,
No relation to the movie star.
Brendan.
Yeah. Although it sounds like he came up with a little bit of money. He's a cool guy. Bit of a hipster. Watches our videos. He's had a lot of influence on our videos, actually. He really helps me with creative decisions and helped me learn how to video edit. So he is indirectly responsible for a lot of the content you've seen. So if you don't like us, go yell at him. What?
Oh, you spent so much time trying to get video editing software and you had it the whole time.
Yeah, so Microsoft decided to take Windows Movie Maker and just make it part of the Photos app in Windows 8 and beyond. So go to hell, Microsoft. Anyway, I'm going to try this this first beer, which is Flying Monkey Amber Ale. Ooh, that's not bad. Okay, let me know what you think. I guess I could have poured it into the glass.
That's what I thought we had glasses for, but I'm going to not be a barbarian.
You know what our channel's called, right? You've watched our videos?
Yeah. But, as by Toby Key, I do not have a pair of testicles.
Because you prefer drinking from a glass.
Well, no, because of cancer, but...
But you prefer drinking from a glass. Yeah, the Flying Monkey Amber Ale.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
It goes really well with this cigar.
Oh, I hope I didn't let mine go out. Yeah, so this is a
lot.
pretty good beer. I could drink that quite a bit. Very nice, Fraser. Very nice. I knew I'd be impressed with your beer choices because you spent some hard time testing the scientific method to find your favorite beers.
Oh, I remember high school.
I mean, picture how much we drank right after we turned legal age.
Yeah.
Drank, for those that, pay attention to speech. And make that until you're about 27 years old. And that's how much time Fraser has spent finding random beers. So that's a really good one. I could drink that regularly if I drank beer regularly. Now, this next one...
Found that like a year and a half ago.
Yeah! Now, this next one is actually his favorite beer. You want to pop that open?
You give me my lighter?
Nope. There you go, man.
Come over here.
Alright. This is a... Now, YouTube, don't complain at us now. This is the Wood-Aged Bitches Brew by Dogfish Head. Whatever that means. It's a beer lighter.
It's a fitting bit.
Ooh, look at it. It's dark.
Is it? Oh, man.
This one's 9% alcohol by volume.
Thanks. But
You're welcome.
can we move the box somewhere? It's just in the way.
Fine. We'll move this epic box.
They can't even see it.
We'll talk about the box more later in the video.
Oh, man.
And, I noticed some imperfections on the front of this box. That's not a finished box. The boxes that are done are outside drying. So
That's like coffee.
these will be listed for sale as of today. Damn. I don't like the aftertaste.
What's your cigar? It goes away.
It's really good, though.
This was another one of Fraser's?
This was his hands-down favorite beer.
Huh. Has he tried the dragon's milk?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yep.
I mean, it
Taste is subjective.
it's close. It's good, great though.
It's probably in my top 10 beers I've ever tasted.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know, though. That aftertaste keeps hitting me, and I don't like it.
You know, I think I could probably think of like 10 different Sam Adams that I'd grab over that.
Fair enough. But, it's still a really good beer. I wish Momo was here.
Yeah, you're supposed to be here.
He was supposed to be here for this video, because
Should we save
Momo
some?
is definitely the beer drinker of us. Yes, we should.
Or
I wish we'd saved all those wine corks my wife used to save.
yeah.
We could plug all these bottles. Yeah, because there's no way I'm sitting here and drinking all these today.
The dragon's milk.
If we drink that whole bottle of Dragon's Milk on the amount of food we've consumed, it's going to be... we're going to have to hang out for a little while. I guess we've got to do some more sanding after this for a little bit anyway.
Yeah.
But,
We'll see what happens. So what was he doing?
Momo? He's busy. I don't know.
Oh.
I think he's hanging out with that lady whose name we're not supposed to say on film.
I keep forgetting her name anyway, so. Ah, yeah.
Sorry. Sign language, because, Momo likes to keep his private life private for some stupid reason. We'll tell you anything. Just don't eat us. You can have the rest of that. I don't like the aftertaste. Fraser, I'm sorry on your favorite beer. The initial taste made me think that might be one of my favorites, but I don't like the aftertaste.
That is
It kills it for me.
That's a cellar temp beer. Here by the time we get back to them, come back to it. By the time we get through all of these, come back to it.
You think?
Yep.
Alright. Now let's crack one I know I like. Can we just start drinking these out of the can so I don't gotta pour it in a cup?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, you set the cups down, so I thought we were...
I just wasn't thinking. This is Arrogant Bastard Ale. 7.2% alcohol by volume.
What was this last one? 9.
This is fruitier than I remember.
You claim that can.
Sorry. I just do that when I open cans, man. Now I already knew I liked this beer. It's a pale ale compared. It's an amber ale, I guess. But it's a really good one. Here you go, Seth.
Yeah,
Sorry.
It's definitely...
What's weird is how many different flavors I notice in beer now. Now that we've started like using our palate to pick flavors out of whiskey. The carbonation throws me though. Try to pick flavors out.
Carbonated whiskey. Is that a thing?
It shouldn't be.
Oh, excuse me.
Seth has a big thumbs up on the Arrogant Bastard.
It's empty. No. Doing terrible today.
These two? Yep. Seth really likes these two, not so much that one. So, I think maybe without Momo, we've overborne ourselves on beer.
Overborn?
We have too much beer.
Yeah.
Now these beers are all really good. This is one that I might buy on occasion when I see it places if I were looking for random beers. But since I don't drink beer very often, I almost always stick to one of these two or Boulevard Wheat, which is not on this table.
I just thought of one that we could have most assuredly, I was going to say certainly, the Sam Adams 13th Hour.
Oh yeah? I don't remember that one. I don't know if I've had it.
Oh, it is.
We've got a Sam Adams fanboy for this video.
I love Sam Adams. They're my favorite brewery.
And he's like Sam Adams himself is possibly my favorite founding father. He at the very least possesses my favorite quote on guns.
I should probably open that other beer.
Yep. Now we're getting the Big Daddy out. This is hands down my favorite beer. It is a bourbon barrel aged stout that runs like 11 or 12% alcohol by volume.
It's 11. I'm sorry. I don't like to share that. Which is weird.
Who does?
You bought it.
Man, it's got all those good sweet bourbon notes, but then it's a stout, and it's not super carbonated, which I didn't think bothered me until today. Maybe it's because I watched a Whiskey Vault video where they tried it, and Daniel was complaining about the carbonation, and now I'm noticing it as I try to pick out flavors.
They tried the Dragon's Milk?
No, they tried a stout on it.
Oh.
But, that's just phenomenal. If you've never tried anything from New Holland Brewing, you should. And the Dragon's Milk is far and away my favorite beer ever.
Yes.
And I too have tried a lot of beers, not as many as Fraser has, but it even has pairings on the back for you. Red meat, smoked foods, balsamic, so a salad, whatever. Cheese, and dark chocolate.
It goes really well with a cigar.
It goes really well with a steak also.
Red meat.
Yeah. I used to love having that with a steak dinner. I think these two are like warm summer day beers right here. This is a cold winter weather beer. Apparently it's cellar temp, according to Jake. That's good, isn't it, Seth? Hey! Calm down! Yeah, it's good, isn't it? That is probably one of the best beers I've ever consumed. No, it's the best beer I've ever consumed. I think I've said that like 6 times. Drink that beer. If I'm gonna drink a beer, it's gonna be that beer. Now, like I said, these last ones are ones we all drink regularly. We don't have to crack the last one. They've seen us try that on camera plenty.
Mullet Light.
Yeah.
This is going to be the next one. We're not going to drink it. I had one earlier. It tastes like Mullet Light.
We keep it on hand because it's my granddad's favorite beer. He used to drink a few 30 packs a week. From my birth to death. Till he died.
Yeah.
I think the last like 2 weeks he was alive. First time in my life I saw him not consume beer for any length of time. Mostly because, he died because his liver failed. Go figure. He also lived to be like 80 years old, so.
He might have made it another couple of years if he could have got out to his beer.
You think maybe it sustained him?
Yeah. Well, I mean, isn't alcohol a preservative?
Getting loose here. You and I both know beer can get old.
Yeah, but alcohol.
Yeah.
Flush it out and just recycle it.
So Fraser, I'm gonna go through and rate your beers really quick. This is a 10 for me. This is a 5. So this is your average everyday beer. I'd give that a 5, maybe a 4, because I like Coors Light better. But Boulevard Wheat would probably be like my benchmark good beer. I'd give that one a 7. I would rate this at an 8. I'm only going to give this a 6 because of the aftertaste, but I'll try it again by the end of the video. I would rate this at a 7. 10. I already know what I'm going to rate this, but let's crack that one too.
Aww.
Excuse me. Yeah, beer also kind of balloons you up a little bit. My stomach's already feeling funky. So Dark Truth is an imperial stout.
What does Imperial Stout mean?
Put me on the spot here, I don't know. It's a stout. It's probably just the base run of stout. Boulevard is from Kansas City, Missouri. So we've tried a lot of their stuff because they're the local hometown brewery. But also I talked to a guy that said he was able to get them in Japan. So they're kind of worldwide. If you can try their Dark Truth, do it. If you like stouts. Stouts are pretty heavy. If you like stouts, you probably like Maduro cigars. Yeah, Boulevard Dark Truth's a
Phenomenal beer.
phenomenal beer. I'm trying to rate it. I'm between 9 and 10.
9.
I'd give it a 10. Just because it's not as good as that doesn't mean it can't be a 10.
Yeah, I was going to say 9.5. 9.5, 10, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go with a 10. That's a phenomenal beer. And it's a stout that manages to have those kind of, I want to say, fruitier flavors that I'm getting from these 2 beers.
Okay. The term imperial was used in the 1800s for beer, usually a stout, that was brewed in England but then shipped to Russia, specifically to the Imperial Court of Russia.
I highly doubt that was brewed in England.
No, it was not.
I think Boulevard's still, like Sam Adams, considered a microbrewery because they only have one location, or a craft brewery. I'm not sure how those define differently. Beer's not my realm of knowledge. But, yeah, as far as our What About Beer episode, these beers were gifted to us to try for this episode, and I think my favorite of the ones given to us to try is the Arrogant Bastard. The Flying Monkey was surprisingly good, though. And he said this is really cheap. I think he said he can get 6 packs of this for like $5.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a better deal than that $2 6-pack I bought.
Yeah, because that tasted like grass.
Yeah. The other end of grass when gone through a horse.
Yeah. It was pretty bad. But was it some kind of shock top, like an off?
No, it
shock
wasn't
top?
even. Not a shock top brand, but it was in similar stylings, but nowhere near the same taste.
Yeah. So in beer, we tend to go for stouts. Not that we don't like regular beers. We just don't really care for light beer.
There's one light beer. It's just really good. Doesn't even taste like a light beer. Sam Adams Light.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was surprised by that. It doesn't taste like a light beer.
It tastes like a real beer. With none of the calories.
Yeah.
Half the calories.
Pretty much. Yeah, half the calories. But yeah, those of you that watch our channel and drink beer, we thought we'd do an episode for you and talk about our favorite beers and then review some beers that were good to us. Do you want to rate these?
Give that one a 9. 10. 8. The rest are 8s.
All three of those are 8s, huh?
Yeah.
You like Fraser's Taste in beer, huh? Yeah. I really like this one, but that aftertaste just throws me. I'll try it again.
It's probably still too cold, but... Should I just stick it between your legs?
Great up front, and then aftertaste hits. The finish is just... I can't do it because of the finish. It tastes like I put my mouth on a fish. Like, straight out the water. Like, still living bass. Yeah!
You're supposed to kiss them and then release them.
Really?
Yeah. You've never heard of that?
I've never kissed a fish, no.
Oh. Typically it's your first fish, or the first fish of the season, and you kiss it and release it.
The first fish I ever caught finned me and I threw it in the water. I threw it like 15, 20 feet through the air. Like a frisbee.
It was still on the hook, so I just caught it again.
No, it was... I had taken it off, and as soon as I got the hook out of it, it finned me, and I was I don't know, 8, 9, and just... Ah! And then he hit the water right on his side and like almost skipped. Swam away. I bet that fish was traumatized.
That's something I ain't done in a while.
Fishing?
Yeah.
Well, if we pull everything off we're hoping to here soon, then you can fish whenever you want. Not that you can't fish whenever you want anyway, but you can fish out here. So that kind of wraps up our beer thing. We did have another thing we wanted to tell you about because it's Monday, and we introduced our first product today. After, what, 4 months of trying to put this damn thing together? A month conceptualizing it, and then February was when we started getting all the materials together and ordering everything, and I've run businesses before where I ran a tech consulting business, and then I also ran several websites. I can't even remember how many, at least 3, I think 4. Including this, were all e-commerce, and the first 3 were all drop shipping, right, from like India, China, stuff like that, where I would use the drop shipping model, and so I rarely had to go hands-on with my products. A lot of times I would just, get a product in somewhat bulk. It would go from China or India to a place in India where when you ordered it, I would ship it from the fulfillment center. And here, we tried to make everything U.S. side. We couldn't get everything we wanted, but everything we could is made in the U.S. of A. These boxes are handmade in Michigan, I believe.
Sure.
Yeah, let's get these beers out of the way and show you our first product. So this is reclaimed wood. It's pine.
These are the ones I'm drinking.
We stained it dark. That's what the glasses were for.
Yeah. If we want any more of that, Mine's sitting on a thing.
Oh man, I haven't had a beer that I had to drink from glass since I've grown my beard out.
Can we just give the rest of that to Seth?
It's all on my mustache and stuff. Yeah, just give it to Seth. So, Seth's happy. Here's our box. Dirt Roadman, the whiskey box. It's got a nice little logo. This is an unfinished product. It's got its first coat of finish on the lid. We would sand it down and put a second coat. Everything out there has a second coat on at least the lid. It's drying. So you open up this slotted lid, and we put together everything we thought you could use to start with whiskey, or if you were already a whiskey drinker, a nice port-a-bar, and to teach you how to start picking out flavors. This is from the Whiskey Smiths down in Texas. It's a tasting guide. It comes with tons of sheets. I don't know how well you can see that. But it will take you through, and you can literally sit and think, okay, let's look at the beer's appearance really quick. And, you know, you circle everything. Whiskey, sorry. It's a beer video, man.
Well, I mean, this might also work for beer.
Yeah, it would actually work for beer. I have actually used this on cigars, but cigars have very limited flavors you can get out of them compared to whiskey, and whiskey is limited compared to beer in flavors.
Color.
Mm-hmm.
Black.
Opacity. Dark.
No.
Sediments. Nope. Viscosity?
It sticks to the sides.
A little bit. It's got some legs.
Yeah, it's got legs.
A little bit. Then you go through, and it takes you through the nose. It asks you the intensity of the nose. It asks you to kind of guess at the age, right? Because ideally it's like blind tasting. You want to pretend like you have no idea what you're tasting so that you're experiencing it for the first time. And if all these different notes... Sorry, go ahead.
It's something I'm kind of wanting to do now that we have some different whiskeys.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of hanging out. Do a blind test and go through, see if we can figure out what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. So like I went through on this one and I started circling notes, right? Like vanilla, caramel, honey, cherry, woody flavors. There's peaty flavors in here. Then it goes on the palate, the taste, and talks about all the different flavors you can pull out there differently. And then it allows you to kind of make a final assessment and gather where you think it came from, its age, what kind of barrel they used, whether it was new or used, the main grains, and what the whiskey is. And then you can make extra notes. So these books are responsible for how I'm able to pick flavors out of whiskey. Really. Then some people like their whiskey cold. So we got some whiskey stones, threw them in the box. If you're not familiar with whiskey stones, you just chuck these in the freezer, and it's way better than putting ice in your whiskey, right?
Yes, because these will cool your whiskey off, keep them cool for a while, long enough to drink it anyway.
And what's the big perk?
It doesn't water it down. Lets you do that more controlled.
Yeah. Steve, can you hold that for me, man?
Stick it in his mouth.
There you go. Come on, Steve. And then whiskey stones. We got you a couple of these Glencairn glasses that you see us drink out of a lot. These glasses here. So you'll get 2 of those, along with the whiskey stones and the tasting booklet. We're also going to have a sheet on how to taste whiskey and different definitions of whiskey. And then finally, what kind of makes this a porta-bar
is you have to have something to carry everything with. So get a really cool flask. I like it. It's stainless steel, and then it has a leather, at least leather-like.
Yeah, it's fake leather. You can put that to the side, Seth.
I'm not Seth.
There you go. No, I was telling him to put the glass to the side.
Gotcha.
And it does come with a little funnel because flasks are a pain to fill up. So that way, you can take your favorite whiskey, drop it in there, go over to your friend's house and pop out a couple of glasses. Use this as a table, right? If you feel like it. Or just as your transport box. My wife actually wants to take one of these boxes and use it to store something else. But these are solid, nice boxes. Set them down, pour yourself a drink, maybe cool it off, and grab yourself a pen. We're not giving you any pens. Get over it. We'll Well, we wanted to get some. I actually toyed with the idea of getting some Dirt Road Men pens, and with the headaches we went through getting all this together for you guys.
You guys don't really need, if you don't have a pen or a pencil.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Now these two things are not from the U.S. of A. We got these from Ohio, these from Texas, these were made in Michigan. We could not get Whiskey Stones stateside. We wanted to get you bullet Whiskey Stones, but funny story, apparently Customs freaks out if you ship a bunch of stuff from China that looks like bullets.
Who knew?
Go figure! So instead of bullet Whiskey Stones, we got you some good regular Whiskey Stones, and they actually work better than stainless steel anyway. They're porous. And a flask to transport your whiskey in.
Oh, I think they're supposed to be. Are they porous? Or is it non-porous soapstone?
No, it's non-porous soapstone. My bad.
I think the rock holds the...
I was on a roll.
I think the stone holds the temperature better than the steel.
Yes. So these are actually higher quality. And we got smaller ones so that they'll actually fit in the tiny little opening of these Glencairns. That must be Seth's or somebody's. I don't know. But yeah, that is our whiskey box. We'll shoot a promo for you guys as well. And you can check it out. But these are going to run $65 plus shipping. Honestly, that's relatively close to cost. We're barely making the advised profit margin. If we order in larger bulk than the limited run that these are in, we might be able to make a little bit more profit.
Or if I had a table saw.
Yeah, so we can make our own boxes. But yeah, these were handmade and sent to us, and then we had some problems with the boxes initially, so we improved them. We put some finish on them and kind of cleaned them up, made them look nice. But as I said, they're very limited, so if you're interested in one, you're going to want to jump on it, get one as soon as you can. If these sell well and you guys like them, then we'll run some more. And from here, we're going to be coming out with merch, hopefully relatively more regularly. We have some smaller ideas for merchandise that hopefully won't be as hard to get together as this box was for you.
I didn't think it was going to be that difficult to throw together a box. And
I didn't either, and I've actually done this kind of business before. But not this way. Well, I've also never put this kind of attention to detail that we put in these boxes, right?
Yeah.
I never had to go this hands-on with my products or who I was ordering them from or anything. But we wanted to make sure that we put together a really quality product for whiskey drinkers. And we think we pulled that off really well. It's comparatively priced to anything else you'll find on Amazon or anything like that. But you can buy these right now exclusively at dirtroadmen.com. I'll put the link below where you can buy them. They are being released today. I'm not 100% sure on shipping and handling. We'll figure that out tonight, and we'll let you know. It is kind of weighty, so I wouldn't be surprised to expect around $7 to $10 shipping and handling. We're not going to make any money on the shipping and handling, so you don't have to worry about that. We're just going to figure out how much it's going to cost, and then we're going to ship it to you. So, and if you have any complaints, if you get your box and it's like overwhelmingly damaged, remember these are handmade, so there are some imperfections. Like if you get your box and your glasses are broken or something like that, let us know and we'll do what we can to make it right. We'll either send you another one, refund your money if we're out, whatever we got to do. Anything else you wanted to say about this?
About the box?
Yeah.
I don't know what else there's to say about the box. Buy it.
Yeah, I mean, definitely buy it. We, as whiskey drinkers, put together a box that we would buy. These are all things we use. We don't tend to need a flask. But when we got it all put together and we were showing it to people, people were like, man, it would be so much better if you had a way to transport whiskey with it. So we threw in the flask. So I think that's it. That kind of wraps up our talk video for this week. We got to try some beers for you guys. Thanks, Fraser, for providing. We hope you guys will check out our box and give it a buy. Or at least, you know, tell your friends about it. Maybe order it as a Father's Day or Mother's Day gift if your mom likes whiskey. Or spouse.
She used to. I don't know if she still does.
Yeah, Mom. This is your mom?
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know. She tends to drink wine coolers.
Now.
Or beer.
She used to be more of a Jack Daniels type of lady.
I know she used to keep a bottle of Evan Williams in the house.
Yeah, and I've still never tried Evan Williams that I can remember.
Huh. I remember trying it with you in your kitchen.
Oh.
At 21 years of age.
At least. Might have been like 26.
Yeah. Could have been like yesterday. Who knows? But, yeah, that's our beer video. We really hope you'll give our box at least a look and a recommendation. Let us know what you think about it. And I think that's it. So, until we see you again, have a good week. Stand the box. Really? That's okay.
Not yet, Seth. Not yet.
Not yet.
So have a good week.
I'm Zach.
And I'm Jake.
We are the Dirt Road Men.
Clink.
Now hit the... Hey everybody, if you like this video, hit a like or dislike, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And if you really like what we're doing, check us out over on Facebook where we post every day.